Hello, hello, hello. It's that day. It's that time. Wasn't sure if I was going to be here today or not. They're debating. Let me
Be
see.
here today or
Oh, there
not.
it goes. Wednesdays are becoming challenging because there's a lot going on. So I may be looking at changing the day of the chat. I'm not totally sure. I don't want to push the time back anymore, and I definitely can't push it forward. So I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. But anyway, for that, otherwise, I'm here. So hi Catherine. It's been like, Wednesdays are just crazy now. So that's all I can really say. It's just a lot going on. Um, so how are you guys doing? What's new? What are you up to? What are you working on? We've been working on since we last chatted. And sorry for the late notice of the chat, as I literally decided to go live, I went live. I really didn't know if I was going to be here to do it, so that's why I didn't send out any reminders or anything because like I said, I, I don't think I can say this enough. Wednesdays are crazy. Did I say Wednesdays are crazy? Wednesdays are crazy. So, um, the other thing is, I don't. Uh, well, okay. The last week has been busy, but in like doing other things. Hi, Divergent Crafter. Welcome, welcome. I think this is your first time here. Welcome. Glad you could come. Um, let's see. I'm still kind of like, well, okay. Here's my big problem. Shipping is killing me. I've got several projects that are almost done, but I can't finish them until I get the stuff that I ordered to finish them. And nothing that I have shipped that I have ordered has shown up yet. And we're talking things that I've ordered like 2 and 3 weeks ago. I'm still waiting for them. So, for instance, the pillows that I showed you 2 or 3 weeks ago, I am still waiting for material that I ordered to go for the pillowcases for the parts that I crocheted to go over. I'm still waiting on that. Um, I have something else that I'm working on. There's a particular yarn I wanted for the trim. I ordered it, still don't have it. I've got several other projects I need to work on. I'm still waiting on the yarn for one. The other one, I've done as much as I can, and I'm still waiting on the third color because it's 3 colors. Um, so yeah, I'm in limbo because I'm sitting here waiting for orders to come in so that I can like finish stuff. It's a little insane. So I'm kind of in a holding pattern with a lot of my projects. I don't want to start another project because, I mean, that was four right there. I don't really need a fifth project, but I might start one just so I have something to work on because I can't work on any ones that are current because I don't have the stuff I need to finish them. So it's a little annoying. So, but anyway, that's where I am with that. Um, Work wise, work as usual. Client sends me briefs. I write them, send them back. They pay me. Send me more briefs. I write those, send those back. They pay me. It's your usual. Nothing exciting there. And as for school, it's still kicking my butt. I'm still hanging in there, but it's still literally kicking my butt. Um, love the class, learning a lot. It's when like you take a class and it fills in the gaps that you knew you had, you kind of knew you had, but you didn't know you had, or you learn information. You're like, so that's why this is how it is. That's what this class is for me. As I've told you guys before, I do a lot of like assisting people with um, basically dealing with shady people who try to like get stuff over on people. So I'm familiar with a lot of like contract and and landlord duties and what they are supposed to do and what they can and can't do. But this class, which is called Mastering Torts, which is basically mastering contracts and civil law, um, has really filled in some gaps of some laws and regulations that I knew about. I knew about enough to know when a landlord or somebody was being shady, but not the background to it. But now I'm getting the background, so it's filling in those gaps. It's pretty cool because, like I said, this is an area I'm really passionate about, and now that I'm getting additional information, I'm even more passionate about it. So that's been cool. So that's what I'm working on, school wise. Let me see who else came in. Let's see, Divergent. What are you guys working on? Catherine's working on what'd you say? Knitting a pair of socks. Divergent and Catherine saying hello to each other. Do you know how many beanies I've got right now? Oh my goodness. Um, I don't know. I might find something. Hi, Marquita. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? What are you working on? I am so behind on your videos. I need to just binge watch Marquita makes videos because or Naughty Crush videos. I'm just I'm behind in everything. That's not school and work. Well, I'm behind in that too, but you know what I mean. And Divergent is working on. I am working on the Sislov shawl. That looks. I've seen a couple of people that are working on it. It looks very pretty. I'm working on my Grogu green cardi. Okay, I saw your posts on Instagram talking about you had a video. And like I said, I'm behind in my video watching, so I'll have to go watch your video. Um, let's see. So yeah, I'm kind of in a holding pattern with most of my main projects. I'm kicking around whether I want to start another project. Um, just trying to keep my head above water in school. Work is fine. Um, the grandkid has started soccer, so that's been interesting to see. Um, the son-in-law has switched schedules, which is another part of my problem. He was working nights, now he works day turn. So basically, he's here during the day now, and he's one of those has to have something to do. So he's got a million projects going on, and he's tinkering here and there and on everything. And my chair is look at this chair. This is ridiculous. This is another thing that I'm waiting on. I ordered a new chair, and I'm still waiting on it. It hasn't come in yet. This chair's killing my back because I can't sit in it properly. Um, and any other chair in my house is too low. You can't see me on camera. Anyway, so yeah, his schedule switched. So on his days off, he's here during the day. Um, when he works, obviously he's not here. My daughter already works day turn, so I have the grandkid for several hours a day. And when you're trying to keep all the balls in the air, I'm trying to keep in the air, you need all the hours you can get to work. And now I lose several of those because I've got the grandkid who needs to be entertained or wants to run around outside. So somebody has to be out there to watch her. It's just my schedule is all topsy turvy and insane, and I need to figure out um, what I'm going to do to fix it. And I'm not totally sure how to fix it. So that's what I'm working on. Well, and anyway, I'd have to fix it anyway because when summer comes, I'm going to have her. So yeah, that's what I'm going on. And my hair is looking crazy because it's in that awkward stage, and I don't want to like put any chemicals on it, and I just want to wear it natural, and it's much longer than what it looks like. It's my hair's a process. I'll just put it that way. Okay, so what else are we talking about? Okay, Marquita's asking Divergent Crafter what yarn she's using for the Sislov Shaw. The Virgin saying I'm doing it in the coral pink Stanley candy cake. Oh, that yarn's pretty. Coral pink to purple. Okay, I bet that's gorgeous. Stanley's yarns are gorgeous. I like their cakes. Oh, thanks. I'm hoping I have enough yarn, knowing it takes a month to get to me. Everything takes a month for everything. It's a two weight. So pretty. Well, thank you. It's driving me nuts right now because it's at that weird stage where it looks like it's really short, but if I were to actually flat iron this, it's to here. So if you ever see me with straight hair and you gasp because I've gone from this to straight hair, it's my hair. It's just very curly in its natural state. When I don't straighten it, it gets very curly and it draws up like this. So, but anyway, I'm trying to tame my curls, and when my curls are very tight and very thin, basically, and it's a process. So it's driving me crazy right now. But I got tired of doing all the stuff I had been doing, and I don't want to put any more chemicals on it. I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. It's a crazy. It's crazy. That's all I can say. Well, thank you. I mean, I like it. I mean, and as difficult as it's being, it's pretty easy. I mean, I get up in the morning, I wet it, I condition it, I comb it out, I put some gel on it, I put a bandana on, I'm done. So it's not really a whole lot of work, but it's still not. It's just at that awkward growth point. Is what I'm saying. I've never heard of that brand of yours, Stinley. Oh, Stinley's lovely. Um, back in the day, just do a huge Stinley unbox. Was that Stinley she just unboxed? I want to say it was. But no, Stinley yarns, their cakes are gorgeous. They're some of the most gorgeous cakes that I've ever seen. So yeah, just look them up and look at some of them. They're pretty. I mean, I know you're on a low buy, no buy, but look at them. I apologize in advance if you make a purchase. Stinley cakes are similar to the hobby cakes, but more yardage. Honestly, I think they're prettier than Hobie's. I remember my hair being that length. I wore a lot of headbands, shrinkage, just so isn't it? It drives me nuts because because case in point, I went out to I met some friends with lunch. And I had my hair like this, and then before when I was like doing using chemicals on it, it was straight, so it's down, right? You guys, how all my other videos were. My hair was either straight or I would like coil it, so I'd have the coils. But either way, it was always like down here, if not longer. Well, I stopped. I quit putting. I didn't perm it again, so it coiled up. So anyway, I'm wearing it like this, and I wasn't feeling the need to flat iron it. Just wasn't feeling it. Still don't feel it. But anyway, so I met them for lunch, and my hair was like this. And one of my friends was like, "Oh my god, you cut your hair?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't cut it. I'm like, I just didn't chemically treat it or flat iron it." And she was like, oh, "There's no way you haven't cut your hair." I'm like, "Seriously, I have not cut my hair." And she literally accused me of lying to her and trying to hide the fact that I cut my hair. First of all, if I wanted to cut my hair, I would just cut my hair. I would, and when she asked, I would say, "Yeah, I cut it." It's not that deep. And second, yeah, my hair just shrinkage is real. And with a lot of people of color, their hair, when it's in its natural state, is shrunk like this. It's not until you either chemically treat it or you treat it with heat that the coils of because I don't have curls, I have coils. These are little coils on my head. Straighten out, and you get length. But yeah, she swore up and down that I was lying to her, and just didn't want to admit that I cut my hair. Why? Why would I do that? It's not like I was depressed and cut bangs or something. No. Anyway, yeah. So yes, all that to say, Marquita, yeah, shrinkage is so annoying, and it's a real thing. Oh, I didn't always, but in the last few years, I like it. I like the look of it. I like the ability, the how easy it is. No, I won't say easy. It's not as complicated to maintain it as when you've got perms and you have to like heat treat it and spend all that time flat ironing it. It's a lot easier to maintain in that regard. But I like it. I don't see me ever going back to chemically treating my hair. I have no desire. Yes, I love the curly girl routine. Where can I purchase the yarn? Um, uh, where do you get Stinley? Let me look. I want to say I've seen it someplace major, but I can't think where. Let me look real quick. Stinley yarn. Why does it matter what I search for? It wants to show me Hobie. Hobie does not sell Stinley yarn. There's no point in you bringing up. Oh, it looks like you can get it actually at StinleyYarn.com. So STENI yarn.com. I've only seen it from different like eBay or not eBay but Etsy sellers. There's several Etsy sellers too. Oh, Plata sells it. There's several sellers of it on Ravelry. I did know that. So there are a few places. Yeah, Marquita has been known to cheat on her yarn diet. Well, every once in a while you have to have a treat. I mean, if you've been good for a couple of weeks, buying a skein or two isn't going to hurt anything. Especially if in those weeks or two you've used like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 skeins you already have. It's only fair. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. I so failed last week on my diet. I've been doing pretty well. I'm kind of shocked at myself, really. Um, Hobie has had several sales of yards I really like, and so far I have said no, no, I don't need it. I like it, but I don't need it, so I'm not buying it. Um, and I've been doing pretty well using the yarn I have in my stash. Um, the last semi major yarn purchase I made was it's for a specific project for the charity auction that I do every year. So I had to buy that yarn because they're colors that I typically don't have on hand. So that purchase was legit because that's literally yarn that I bought. I'm going to use it on a project, and the project's leaving the house. So I don't really count that as part of my yarn buy. So, um, but otherwise, I've really not made a whole lot of purchases. I did make a couple of purchases because I had stuff I wanted to review for a video, but that's it. Normally, I buy 1 to 5. Yeah, 1 to 5 skeins of yarn a week was pretty much my average for a long time. But now I'm down to like probably 1 to 5 a month, if that. So I'm gonna pat my back on that and call that at least a semi win because I'm buying way less than I used to. So there's that, and it's been fun because I'm actually using yarns that a lot of them I forgot I had. So that's been interesting. Has anyone seen the new Nomad Stitches crochet knitwear book? Mm-mm. Is this something I should look into? And by knitwear, do you mean like are accessories included? Because I think I said this last week. I am not a garment maker. I will never be a garment maker, and I need to quit pretending that I am a garment maker. Because other than like a periodic sweater for the grandkid, or no, that's about it. A periodic sweater for the grandkid. I don't do knitwear. I don't. I'm not knitwear. I don't do garments. I'm not good at them. I don't have the patience for them. Ugh. But I still do hats. I still do scarves. I still do gloves. Um, so I do accessories. I just don't do like sweaters or shirts or shorts or anything you might actually wear against your body, not on top of other things. The patterns are gorgeous. It had a few accessories, but many garments. Hmm. I may look at it just to see what kind of accessories it has on it, and maybe copy them and then pass the book along to somebody else that actually makes garments. It's just garments just aren't my thing. They're not my jam. Grape juice is my jam. Um, Colorwork crochet knitwear. Oh, so there's a lot of color work in it. I love color. You know, I love color work, so I might have to look at that book because I like color work. Um, so let's see what else is going on. No, I mean that's. I'm making a list of. I set a lofty goal at the beginning of the year of, and I'm laughing saying this because I don't know what I was thinking. Want to have published 100 patterns by the end of 2022. I don't know where in my gray matter that even seemed like a remote possibility. I mean, unless I put out, you know, 50 patterns for washcloths, which who wants that? Um, so I've been like really sitting down and determining what's a more realistic goal. And I think I've come to, I've narrowed, I've said my lofty end of it is 20. Um, my low end is 5. And if I managed to publish 12, I'd be happy. I would consider that a success. So I've been sitting down and trying to decide what are the things that I want to make that I want to release patterns for. And I pretty much I've gotten it down to like I don't know for none of you here it will be a shock, but I've gotten it down to shawls, home accessories, and winterwear, hats, scarves, fingerless gloves, probably sets. Um, there may be a bag or two thrown in there. It depends on if I come up with some really cute design that I want to release. But you know, pretty much, I'm a shawl person. Um, all but one of my patterns are shawls. So that I've released are shawls. So that's pretty much what I'm focusing on. So now I'm kind of just looking at things, looking for inspiration to come up with different shawl ideas and scarf ideas. Because let's be real, it's a shawl. It's either a triangle, a half circle, a rectangle. I mean, you can make a square shawl, but they don't set right. So really, you're looking at rectangles, triangles, or half circles. So I'm working on like pattern ideas for that. Hi, Marsh Knitting. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the chat. Divergent, your comments are being deleted. Let me go onto the YouTube to see if they're being blocked. 'Cause I'm not deleting anything. I'm not seeing that your comments are being deleted. The last thing that I saw that you said was that you love natural hair. Have you said stuff after that? Because I'm not seeing where they've been deleted. Hi, Acela. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I'm looking at creating shawl patterns, and I've really just been looking around me, looking at stuff, trying to get inspiration. And my current inspiration, there's a fan that is sitting on top of this cabinet that's right behind me, and I've been staring at it, and the fan has got like it's got like a thin like a cover with like thin uh metal coils, and the blades are behind it. And I've been staring at this, trying to figure out how to incorporate the shadow of the blades and the front of the fan together in like a half circle shawl. I'm finding inspiration in strange spots. It's kind of weird. So I'm like looking at all kinds of stuff and going, wonder how I can incorporate that into a design. I think YouTube thought I was spamming and deleting. I'm not showing where they normally. I get notifications saying that they've blocked a comment or they're holding a comment for review, and I'm not seeing any, so I don't know what's going on. That sounds fun, but what sounds fun? I think I missed something. Say hello to Sella. Important question from Marcella. Who has found Premier Sweet Rolls at Dollar Tree? Um, I don't have a Dollar Tree near me, so I haven't looked. So, has anybody found Sweet Roll at Dollar Tree? Did you find Sweet Roll at the Dollar Tree? Because if you did, I'm kind of jealous too. So, what's all of you that new people that just came in? Let me know what you're working on. What's going on? How's your day been? How's your week been? Let's see. The last one I just mentioned, J Hook's channel has a discount code for the website Plata. No, I didn't see those at all. I'm not seeing those comments at all. Huh? That's okay. YouTube, I don't need you to go in and do that for me. I'm more than capable of like checking my own comments. Thanks. That's annoying. That kind of annoys me. But yeah, Reggie does have a Plata discount code. That I know for sure. Okay, Marquita, good to talk to you. Talk to you later. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. You're trying. Oh, trying to find. Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking at stuff, trying to get inspiration because you're like, you can only do so many. shawls or anything in half double crochet or double crochet, just come in the screen, say hello, and go away.
Hi.
It's my granddaughter. She's saying hello. Now she's saying goodbye.
Bye bye.
It's some special radar. As soon as I go live, she shows up. Um, yeah, I just you got to find inspiration from different places because otherwise you end up making the same thing over and over again, and that gets really boring. Even if you change up the yarn, it still gets really boring. Where is Pleta? Is it Poland, Turkey? Where is it? I know it's in Europe. You're working on socks and making dinner. It was a good day, and you. It's been a busy day, but I mean, no real complaints. And I'm on a holding pattern for most of my projects right now because a lot of stuff I need to finish them or I've ordered and none of those orders have come in. I think I'm supposed to get something tomorrow. I've got so many orders already. I don't even know what I'm getting tomorrow. So I don't even know what I'm getting that's going to finish what project. I just know something's coming tomorrow. You haven't worked on anything yarn wise, so you've been working on your other crafts. What other crafts are you working on? I've been working on some other side crafts too. Thank you. She's goofy. Yes, I'll tell you to say hello. Bulgaria. Okay, thank you. I knew it was in Europe somewhere. I can't remember where.
I guess.
Okay, go. Goodbye. Go get your popcorn and go eat. I think I bought enough yarn to overwhelm myself. You ever do that? Oh, yeah, more than once. Um, yeah. Have you ever had that feeling? So you go up. Yeah. So okay, let's say you're out shopping for the day, and like let's say you go into Joann's, you get like 3 or 4 skeins of yarn. You're like, no biggie. 3 or 4 skeins, cool. You buy those. Then you have to go to Michael's. Well, then they've got yarn you really like, so you get 3 or 4 skeins from there. No biggie. You buy it. You move on. You go to Walmart. They've got some yarn you like that you haven't seen in a while, so of course you have to get it. So there's 3 or more skeins. No problem. Buy it. Um, then you come home and Hobie's had a sale. So you have it's having a sale, so you gotta buy from Hobie when they're having a sale because that's the best deals. And before you know it, you are surrounded by like 30 different skeins of yarn. You have no place to put any of it. You don't have a particular project in mind for it, but you just had to have it. But now you're overwhelmed because you don't know where to put it or what to use it for, and you're kind of thinking back as to how much you just spent on it all, and you're thinking, man, that could have been, the water bill. That could have been, I could have not melted the credit card. So yeah, I know a little bit about that overwhelming feeling, which is why I went on a no buy low buy this year because I was getting my yarn buying was getting a little crazy. I was buying a lot of yarn. I said earlier, um, it was enough for me to buy like 5 skeins a week. And when you buy 5 skeins a week and there's 52 weeks in the year, do the math. So, and I also got a nice little dose of reality of it when I did my taxes this year, and I added up all of my receipts for my yarn purchases. Yeah, yeah, it was. The yarn is beautiful, but the amount I spent was pretty ugly. I'll just put it that way. So, yeah, I get it, and again, that's why I'm on a low buy no buy right now. I have too much 4 weight yarn. I don't have a whole lot of 4 weight yarn anymore. It used to be my go to. Everything was 4 weight. Now I'm definitely DK. I have a lot of DK yarn, a lot of 3 weight. I didn't realize how much 3 weight I had until I started going through. I'm like, this is 3 weight, 3 weight, DK, DK, 3 weight. When did I buy all this 3 weight yarn? 3 weight, and it's mainly because most of the yarns I really really like. That's what it is. With the exception of my Malabrigo washed it. It's all 4K. It 4 weight. So all my Malabrigo is 4 weight, but everything else is DK. And I just bought a bunch of 4 weight for that project that I'm making for the charity auction. But that's about it. That's all the 4K I have, which is 4K. All the 4 weight I have, I've kind of gotten rid of most of it or used it. Hey, Crochet Beast. Hey, Thea. Welcome, welcome. So you did just finish sewing a project bag. Oh, cool. Okay, you bring up an interesting something I've actually wanted to ask. I know we all crochet, but we all seem to also have side hustles. Um, like some of us make project bags, some of us make stitch markers, some make crochet hooks. I I've been trying to figure out like if I was going to actually add a side hustle to my crochet, what it would be, and I can't decide. So how did you decide on what your side hustle was? I mean, you crochet, but how did you decide that you were going to crochet and make stitch markers, or crochet and make crochet hooks, or crochet and make project bags? What made you decide to do it? Or well, how did you decide what you wanted to do? I should ask. That's my real question. Um, I've been wanting to make resin hooks forever because I've got like the setup for it. I've just never gotten around to doing it. Um, Making stitch markers is right up there with the jewelry I used to make. I've got all the supplies that I could do that. Um, I don't know. I'm not really a good sewer, so project bags. I'm not sewing those. I don't sew well enough to do project bags. So for me, it'd probably be either stitch markers or crochet hooks and crochet hooks, and I just can't decide which one. So how'd you guys decide which one to add? Is my question. I am painting a pair of crochet hooks oak, I think, with acrylic paint, drawing flowers on them with gel pens. Oh, neat. Marstonning is saying, I know that feeling. I am a newbie to the yarn world, so I order when it's on sale. Then I feel like, what can I probably use that for something else? Uh, Divergent is saying, I prefer lighter weight yarns. I like a lighter fabric. DK is about as lightweight as I go because out past that, it becomes a little torturous for me, and I don't want to be bothered. The one exception is one of my current projects. It's kind of like a side piece because I'm going to be working on this forever. It's a table runner for like a small table, and it's being done in it's a 2 weight. It's one of those Hobie cakes, one of the Sultans. And I'm calling it my side object project because, like I said, the yarn is thin, and I only have so much patience. Although it's been fun watching this work up, so it's kind of what I've been working on while I wait for everything else to come in. But for the most part, DK is pretty much as low as I go. DK and like I said, 4 weight used to be my primary go to, and then it was DK and 4 weight. Now I'm working with primarily DK. And once in a while, I'll pull out like a chunky for like my dog's blankets. I do and chunky because the stitches are bigger and it's less likely for them to be able to like tear them apart. So if I'm whipping up a new dog blanket, I'll do that in like a chunky like a 5 or a 6. But for the most part, I'm working with 3 weights. So I had made a commitment that I was going to work with lighter weight, like 2 weight and and under. But I guess this table runner is actually fulfilling that. So okay, but yeah, I prefer like a 3 or 4. Never add up the price of your yarn purchases. Just know you got a bargain. Well, for tax purposes, I added it up because I wanted to write it off. So that's why I did the math. Otherwise, I don't want to know. No boredom. Well, I make stitch markers because I used to do jewelry, so I had them, and then I used to sew when I was in school, and then just kind of woke up one day and decided to do it. That makes sense. Yeah, like I said, I used to make jewelry too. I mean, I still do periodically, but nowhere near as much as I used to. But I still have all the supplies and all the tools, so I could jump in the stitch markers easy enough. But I have a sewing machine, but I don't sew all that well. But I know that project bags are pretty much just straight stitches. But even with that, I don't know. I don't think I'd get into it. I also restore old furniture, so I may be going up the wrong tree. Yeah, no, you're kind of all over the place like I am. I you know, I know how to make stained glass. I just don't do it. I don't. Well, I've got like a partial soldering kit that I could use, and I've got the cutters and all that. I just don't do it mainly because I don't have the space for it. It's something that needs to be done kind of outside, at least the framing part, and I don't have the space to do it, so I've never really gotten back into it. If I ever moved to where I had a like legit studio and more outside space, there's several other projects that crafts I'd get into that I can't do because of space. Catherine is saying, I just didn't crochet, macrame, cross stitch, or embroidery if I need something different. I sold my sewing machines back in Oregon before moving to Arkansas. Hmm. And then she said plural in sewing machines. My daughter has a sewing machine. I have a sewing machine. I just don't use it. That's awesome, Divergent Crafter. Yeah, the restoring old furniture thing is neat. So, anyway, that's what's going on with me. I mean, yeah, I'm just looking for inspiration wherever I can find it. I've been on a bit of a rainbow kick lately, so I think I've got something that's going to be coming out rainbowy esque. Um, and otherwise, I'm just kind of like pushed through until I have another break from school because as much as I'm enjoying the class and I'm enjoying what I'm learning, I really need a break because things have just been crazy the last couple of weeks. And we're also going to start. We're going to be under construction here in a little bit because we have some work we need to get done on the house, and that's going to make things even more fun. Which is why you can't see it right now, but most of my yarn is packed away in bins because we're going to be doing some work and it's going to affect basically this whole room. And I didn't want my yarn getting ruined, so all of my yarn is currently in bins. The part you're seeing right now isn't because I had that out for something else. But everything's getting bent up. And it's probably going to get moved out of here. So the background may be looking different here in the near future. Um, and I'm still trying to decide whether I need to change the date of my chat or the day of my chat. I might not have to. Um, I think things might be settling down here so that Wednesdays aren't going to be quite as insane, and therefore I'm not like skating in here on a banana peel just in time to hit uh, broadcast or go live, which is the last couple weeks have been like. But we'll see. I'm also still kicking around doing more lives, ironically enough, at different times a day, like when I actually have time to actually do it and prepare for one. And I still need to get back into making videos because I've gotten out of that habit, and now it's really showing. And now I'm to the point where I'm almost afraid to make a video, like I've forgotten how to do it. Um, so I really need to like make a video. I know what it's going to be. It's going to be a tag because I like doing tags, and they're a good way to like ease your way back in. But then I literally have 6 tutorials that I want to do that I just can't find my way to make a video to do. It's kind of sad because it's not like I don't like making videos because I love making videos. I don't even mind editing videos. It's just that I always find some reason or an excuse to not make the video. Like, oh, it's too late. Oh, I'm too tired. Oh, it's too noisy in here. Okay, that one's legit. It can be very noisy in this house, and trying to make a video in a noisy house is almost impossible. Um, I'm too tired. I've got too many things to do. I don't have time. I just need to stop making the excuses and just make the damn videos. And that's what it comes down to. So, I am going to get back to making them eventually as soon as I can talk myself or kick myself into doing it. I probably will do more lives eventually. Some of them may be outdoors because I'm going to be spending a whole lot more time outdoors because, like I said earlier in the chat, I'm going to have my granddaughter over the summer, and she is not one of those people that wants to sit inside and watch TV. She wants to be outside on her hoverboard, riding her scooter, riding her bike, on her rollerblades. So there may be some lives that go on outdoors, but why not? I've got nice furniture out there, and yeah, that's pretty much. And it's going to be me just figuring out my pattern so I can try to reach my 20 pattern commitment for the year. I just do what brings me peace, and I can just throw myself into it. That's how I got into half of my crafts. They just looked like they would be fun and enjoyable to do, so I had to go out and try it. Ew, construction hated it. We have been under some form of construction for the last 5 or 6 years. Um, See, last year it was the kitchen and the bathroom. Um, the year before that, it was pretty much primarily outdoors. It was the back porch in the backyard. Um, we've pretty much worked on and or redone every room in this house at least once. Um, so yeah, I'm used to it. It's just a pain, but I now love the new studio. Then, well, hey, then it was worth it. I heard a comment the other day to the tune of, "I don't like the highly edited and fancy videos." I thought, that's what I do. It's my hobby. Oh well, can't please everyone. I don't wait. So I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. You make highly edited and fancy videos, or you make the you don't make highly edited and fancy videos. I'm kind of confused. I don't make highly edited and fancy videos. I don't see the point. I'm not that interested in watching um, videos that are that polished because they just don't seem realistic to me. And don't get me wrong, um, there are a couple people whose videos, and it's not like they're like the big some of the bigger ones, like say TL Yarn Crafts. You could tell she put some time in her videos, and that's different. You know, you get the ones that look like they're almost like a TV show, and you're like, how long did it take you to do this? You know, their hair's perfect, their makeup's perfect, their outfits on point, their nails are always done. You could tell that that they had the background built. They're setting at like a specialized set, stuff like that. I'm like, you're on YouTube, not the Home Shopping Network or HGTV. But you know what? On the flip side, if it makes them happy and that's what they want to do, then it's their channel and they're welcome to do it, and they've got obviously an audience that loves it. It's just not my audience. I'm more the down home, basically sitting in a crooked chair. God, I need my new chair. This is driving me crazy. But sitting in the crooked chair, just yakking to my audience. That's that's what I look for. But that might kill any growth I have. But on the flip side, I'll know that the subscribers I do have subscribe because they like me and they like the content I present to them. So anyway, that was a rant. Sorry. I gotta go eat dinner. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. It was nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you too, Marsh Knitting. Make sure to come back. I'm typically here every Wednesday starting at between 7 and 7:15. Well, they are edited and have music and fades between scenes. I don't fix myself up. No, well, that's different. Sometimes, I mean, if you're like doing like a podcast and you've got like different elements, you need like you know fades and stuff like that. That makes perfect sense. I'm not sure I could ever be a CC. I don't like my hook much. Oh, okay. Haha. Say goodbye to Marsh. Your chair always worries me. One day we will see you tip. No, I'm sitting up perfectly straight. My chair is crooked, and like I said, I ordered a new one. It's just not here yet, and this was killing my back. And any of the other chairs that I would use are too low, so my camera would be too. It's just a bad scene. So just have to look at my crooked chair till I get the new one. But it bugs me because it makes my hip hurt. To me, it's about the content and true personality that keeps me coming back. So that's me. I'm more about the person than the person's background or like I don't really care what you got in the background. I mean, if you got like a yard in the background, I'm gonna be staring at it, going, "I wonder what kind of is," or if I can figure it out. But for the most part, I subscribe to personalities, not channels. So, but that's just me, and apparently I'm not the only one. Thank goodness. But there's also a lot of people that like the polished, episodic, television esque videos, and that's fine. That's why it's YouTube. There's something for everybody. Perfectly fine. It's cool. Well, let's see. I don't have anything else to rant about really. Nothing went on in like my yarn groups. They've been pretty quiet. Um, I mean, the typical frog or not frog argument cropped up a little bit. Always does. Um, but nobody has said anything um horrible lately. That's nice. Um, the Dreamcatcher argument almost started again, but it got squashed because the person um changed basically they were saying they wanted to make a dream catcher, or somebody else was saying, um, are, unless it's going to be like an authentic dream catcher that follows all the rules, you should probably call it a mandala and explain why and put links in. Other people tried to pile on and call her uh, a culture appropriator, but she quickly was like, I'm sorry, okay, fine, it's a mandala, changed it, it went away. So I can't really rant on that, although the cultural appropriator, I don't know. I mean, I get it. Trust me, as someone who's part of a culture whose um, things are copied and emulated all the time, I understand. But sometimes people just show outrage just for the sake of showing outrage, and they don't really care either way. But again, that's a rant for another day. But that's about all I've seen in my crochet groups. Um, I always love when I'm in a group and there's a beginner in there, and they ask a very newbie question, and all these old souls that have been crocheting forever get all mad about the question. Like someone was it was in one of my groups. Somebody asked, "Has anybody here ever crocheted a bag?" You know, I've been crocheting for like years, so I was a duh. Yeah, I've made a lot of bags, but I wasn't going to say that to her. I mean, she's a new crocheter. You know, this the things you can make with crochet. She's still discovering, like what you can do. A lot of people don't realize how many things you can make via crochet. So I was just like, yeah, here's a picture, a couple pictures of things I made. So I showed her. But you have some other crocheters on there that are like, well, of course I have. Anybody that's been crocheting for more than a year has probably made a bag. It's like, wait to be a Karen. Jesus. It was a simple question. It was a yes or no question. And if you wanted to be froggy, a yes and no with a pick attached. There was no reason to jump down her throat because she asked a newbie question. Here's a concept. Maybe she's a newbie. Maybe she's new at crocheting. Why are you going off on her like that? What was the point of that? Did you feel better now? Did you get your outrage, get that hook that out from your behind that was apparently stuck too far? I don't understand. But then I don't understand people that get outraged by newbie questions. I mean, I understand that, like, you're pretty much as old as Methuselah, but at one point, long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, you were new at something at one point, and somebody took the time to explain something to you. Would it kill you to return the favor? Really? You can't type, yes, I've made bags before. Here's an example of one I made. Would that have broken your crooked fingers? You, mm. Yeah, okay. And I said I didn't have anything to rant about. I lied. Um, yeah, I just have no patience for that. It was a legit question. Either answer it or keep scrolling. But there's no reason to call out some poor chick who asked if anybody's ever made a crochet bag and basically call her stupid because she's never made one. Just I don't have time for that those kind of people. I don't. I don't even like sharing my oxygen with those kind of people. It's just wrong. It's wasteful. And look at the yarn that they probably you know it's a waste of yarn too because they don't deserve to crochet. If you can't share knowledge and can't be nice about it, you don't deserve to crochet. Put down your yarn and your hooks and go like read a book, get a clue. Anyway, sorry. How about I call it my art? There you go. Hug some people. I know, right? Lives are fun. You guys just wait for me to find something to rant about, don't you? You just let me ramble, and you know that eventually I'm going to hit on something that's going to make me rant. This is what you guys do. You're fooling no one. Karens just want to be superior. Oh yeah. Be patient and help those new to the art, just as someone did for you. Exactly. Why is it the crocheters always complaining about? Crochet is a lost art and people aren't doing it anymore. Well, gee, maybe if people weren't so ugly about sharing techniques and patterns and how to do things, more people would be drawn to it. But no, you want to sit up here and act like it's an ancient secret that no one else deserves to know about. It's a and then wonder that there aren't more people involved in crocheting. How come there are more knitters and crocheters? I don't know, maybe because knitters share more. You know, You know, people post things and I'm like, oh, is there a pattern for that? Oh, I made it up. Well, do you have a pattern? Yeah, but I made it up. Okay. I know you're lying to me, but okay. I don't understand. I mean, if we don't have another generation that's going to come along and keep crocheting, no one's going to know what crochet is. Crochet is going to become like this ancient art form. But people are going to continue to knit, but there's not going to be crocheters left. Why are you being stingy with the info? Share. It's not that hard. It won't kill you. I promise. This is why I don't have social media. I don't have the self control to hold my tongue. Yeah, me either. But here I am. Don't start the Red Heart versus Noro fight. I'm not. No, 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 no. We're not going there. Catherine, stop encouraging me. The Red Heart versus Noro. That's actually a fight. I don't think that's a fight, but I'm not. I'm not going to. No, 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 no. You're not getting me to start that one. Nope. Nope. All right. You got a somewhat decent rant out of me. Um, I'm kind of out of stuff to talk about. The Virgin said, "I believe in handing your knowledge down to anyone interested in learning." I agree. That's the only thing that keeps crafts alive. That's what keeps art alive. People pass that information down to the next people. That's how it works. I mean, taking these secrets to your grave is great. Okay, fine. Nobody else knows how to do it. But now you're dead, and guess what? Nobody else knows how to do it. Congratulations. So you're saying we have had a good live if Kim starts ranting. Not sure what her blood pressure is like after signing off. Nah, I'm pretty cool. Here's the thing about ranting. I get worked up. I rant. I pretty much by the time I'm done with my rant, I've said what I needed to say about the subject, and I'm good. And I'm fine. There's very seldom a time when I rant and I'm still angry after the rant. Normally, a rant solves that for me because it allows me to state my opinion on an issue, normally to an audience, and then I can be done with it. So, in this case, the rant has really messed with my sinuses, and now my sinuses are draining, and I'm getting congested. So I think I'm going to like sign off so I can like go blow my nose, drink some tea because my throat's not hurting too because that always happens. I am giving ideas but not videoing tutorials. Maybe I should change my story. Do what you need to do. Do what you want to do. Change your video style. So you're giving ideas but not videoing tutorial. I'd have to watch more of your videos, but I mean, if you're giving ideas, I don't see where your video style, from what I remember, that would take away from it. It still makes sense. But if you want to change your story style, go ahead. There's nothing that says you have to like do one story style and stick with it. I mean, like if I'm doing like a story time chat, then you'll see my face. If I'm doing a tutorial, you normally see my hands. Um, if I'm doing a review, you might see both. Yeah, it just depends. Just do what you want to do with the material you're providing. I am not set up for tutorials, but I am happy to help where I can. Tutorial setup isn't that bad. All you need is a tripod. Um, like I just got the new iPhone, and I think my next tutorial I'm going to film on it because I just want to see how well it works. But yeah, I mean, like I said, a tripod. I mean, and I don't mean you have to go out and buy a tripod. I mean, you can just make a tripod. You can make a tripod out of 3 boxes. You can make a tripod out of a couple of cans of green beans. Use what you got. Figure it out. Not that hard. Gotta be creative sometimes. And on that note, I'm going to go make some tea and try to get rid of this sinusy thing that's going on and the sore throat I'm starting to get. It has been fun as usual. I came into this not knowing what I was going to talk about. I should have known better that you guys will help me figure that out, and you did. So thank you. Um, I will probably be back next Wednesday, with another chat. Hopefully, with some stuff to show off because maybe some of my orders will come in, and I'll actually, if I can't have some finished objects, I could at least show off some things I'm working on. That'd be nice. Um, and I'm not gonna make any promises about filming a video. If I'm going to try to film a video this week, so look for that on my channel. If I don't, I'm sorry in advance. And I'll try to put out a reminder for my video for this live if I know for sure I'm gonna be able to make it on Wednesday. Um, Kind of sucks I don't have a community tab, but I'm not at 500 yet. So if I can get to 500, I can get the community tab, and I'd be able to tell you for sure. So yeah, I'm planning on being here next Wednesday, but in the event I'm not, um, I don't know. I'm planning on being here next Wednesday. I'll just put it that way. But with that, I'm going to go. And yes, I'm picking my nails. It's a nervous habit. But I'm going to go and take care of all this. It's been fun. And I will see you in the Yarny hallways. Or I will see you next Wednesday. Oh, wait, one more thing. In case you didn't know, J Hook Crochet Reggie on your university is looking for people who want to participate in their crochet fails. I think I'm going to submit a couple of things, so if that's of interest to you, you might want to check out her university on Sunday. I think it's going to be a fun episode, so it should be fun. Now, with that being said, I'm out of here. So I will see you guys in the Yarny Halls and in my videos, and if nothing else, this time next week. Bye.